and it's just, I don't know, there was just something, I just fell in love with her. I fell in love with her, and I never forgot her. And
you can tell that she and you have this connection, because everything you say, she says it right back to you.
And it was so, when I finally decided, they were like, who do you want to give this to? And they were waiting for my response. I was like, I know who I want to give it to. I'm just going to wait on it. And then when they were like, really? Like, they couldn't believe I remembered this girl I was like, yeah. I said, can we find her? You know, I don't even think I remembered the mom's name. I remembered her name. I was like, this little girl, forgot which concert it was at. You know, like I was trying to remember, but I just remembered her. And I just wanted to help her in some way. And we did. We had a connection that night. And I went back and I gave Mom thing. And you'll see the episode. Again, I don't want to give away too much, but at the same time, you know, it was very moving. It was moving for me because I love being inspired by other people. And it's funny, you never know what's going to inspire you, or who.
Yeah.
And she absolutely did.
Well, if you're just joining us, this is we're talking about Quibi, and Jennifer has this great show called Thanks a Million, and it's a great show to watch with your kids, because it's about, you know, to whom much is given, much is expected. Yeah. I know you practice that. Alex practices that. You guys are always giving back and thinking of ways to impact your community. And it's really inspiring. I think if people are looking for something that's uplifting and so hopeful, I watched 2 episodes and I cried like a baby, but happy cry. It made me feel like people are so good in the world.
A healing cry, healing cry, right? That cry that is like, yes, there's goodness in the world. There's kindness in the world. People are good. People are beautiful. And I think the reasons I love doing live shows, that's where I met Zoe, is because I love people. That's what I miss the most right now, by the way.
I know.
I miss people. I wish I could hug you right now, right?
I know. I love people too.
And I love seeing them be happy and sing and dance and jump up and down. And that's why I love doing my live shows. And that's where I met Zoe. And I don't know.
Okay, one of my biggest regrets is that I didn't see you in Vegas. Are you ever going to go and do another? Because I was working on Big Little Lies, and I was like, you know, I'm your super fan.
Yes, and Nicole came.
I know
Nicole came one weekend. Yeah,
she's like, Reese, we have to go.
I'm a little bit less, but I do like the connection that you have, and especially right now, it's like you savor it. Like any interaction you can have with, you know, people, you know, it's so valuable. It's so kind of coveted right now, right? You like, please, I just want some interaction with somebody. And so social media and all that stuff is something where we feel like we're talking to them, and we're with them, and they're with us, and that feels good right now. It always feels nice, but it feels especially good right now.
You know, I think a lot about the importance of artists and creators and writers and musicians at these times. And I know a lot of us are struggling, like, how much do we want to engage, you know, because you don't want to seem like,
you want to be sensitive.
Right. We want to be sensitive, but it's also really important to entertain people, because that's what we know what to do. Like, that's all I have.
Yes. It's funny. I read something on social the other day that said something like, remember that when, you know, everything went down, you turn to music, you turn to books, you turn to the artists. You know what I mean? Because that's what we do. We do it too. Even though we're artists, we're looking at we're listening to our favorite musicians. We're reading books. We're trying to find, you know, some entertainment, some kind of escape. Yeah. Right. From this moment. And I think that is actually something I'm proud of. That, you know, I want to be creative in this moment. I want to share in this moment. And I think that is our part. We should be doing that right now.
For sure. And you see how important that is, that we take notes and remember this time, and that we help people get through it, and that people get to share and express themselves. If you're just joining us, we're talking about Jennifer's show, Thanks a Million. It's on Quibi. I'm pretending to be a talk show host.
You are the talk show. You have a show on Quibi too.
I do.
All about the animals and the women doing it. You tell us about your show. Let's switch.
Well, thank you, JLo. I was wondering if you were going to ask. My show is called Fierce Queens, and it is all about the female of species. It's 10 episodes. It talks about all these incredibly strong women in their species and how they're dominant over their communities or whatever, There's cheetahs, there's hyenas, there's spiders, and it's actually fun to watch with your kids too.
Oh my God, my son is gonna love that.
Yeah,
well, because we were literally online the other day looking at like the top 20 list of like the most fierce animals or the most like dangerous animals, and we were like naming each other, and like I was a panther, and Emmy was a honey badger, and Alex was the gorilla, the big gorilla. Like we're fascinated with all that stuff. So that's gonna be great. I love that. And also, you think about like a queen bee or queen, that always like fascinates me.
Oh yeah,
like how they just like
ruthless.
The bigger, like kind of dinosaur-like insect who gathers all these other insects. I've seen this. You know what I mean? I remember like one time we might pull this random story, just because we have nothing else to do. Let's talk about it. There was a huge like ant fly thing, and I was like, what is that thing? And then you saw all these other like little ants or flies, I can't remember what it was, and they just were all dying with her. She was dead, and they all just killed themselves with her, like because she died. The queen died, and so they're like, we shall die too, and that was it. And you guys should do an episode on that. We should.
I have to tell you, my brother taught me this amazing thing that if you find something in your yard or you're on a nature walk and you don't know what an animal or an insect is, there's this thing, if you go on the Google app and you push the little square, it's called Google Lens, and take a picture of it, it will tell you what kind of plant it is, what kind of insect it is.
Oh, wow.
It's amazing.
It's almost like Shazam with music. You Shazam.
Yeah. And it takes you an off the picture. It can tell you if that's a dangerous spider or a snake, or it was crazy. It's totally changed, but I know if something's poison ivy or not, which is crazy.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, this is a very valuable tip. Thank you, Google.
Somebody just said online, they're like, there's a door opening and closing behind you. I know that's our, it's a bathroom. I don't know. It just swings open and close all day. I don't know what it is. It's the wind.
Now, are you in LA?
No, we're in Miami. Our kids go to school in Miami, all of them.
Oh, nice. How's the weather there?
We live down here. Mark lives down here. So we're all...
Together, like
yeah, we're actually not with the kids, but we're watching Ozark right now, the 3rd season. Amazing
show.
Love.
That's creepy.
Love. What else? What are we watching? Documentaries, things like that. Together, the kids, I've been watching musicals with them. I've been showing them like Gigi and Funny Girl, and we watched A League of Their Own. I'd like to show them, and they're like, are we watching another movie from the 80s or 90s? Like,
we watched
Mrs.
Doubtfire the other day.
Yes.
Did you like Mrs. Doubtfire? Yeah.
No, they love them, right?
Well, I think
we
they
only
love
show
it,
them the good
we
ones.
love it, right?
Yes.
Don't you think that they're enjoying like what their parents enjoyed? But I would love to see you in a musical. Will you do a musical?
Oh, yeah, I would love to. That would be so much fun. So actually, I have a movie coming out called Marry Me, and I did a whole album for it. It'll be out later this year. Again, like everything's up in the air with release dates and everything right now. But I did an album. I did 8 new songs. Maluma does 2 new songs on there. And it's called Marry Me. It's a romantic kind of comedy with musical drama.
This is amazing.
But it's going to be awesome, I think. The songs are great.
Don't you think people are going to want to see musicals and funny stuff? And please, let's...
I know I am. That's what I'm going to be looking for. I don't want to see anything about gloom and doom after this. That's all, all I want. All I want is romantic comedies and musicals.
We have to find something really fun to like lift people up.
Yes. Well, you look great.
Oh, thanks, friend.
Are you getting what is your life like over there? Are you getting rest? Okay, so you're cooking, but what else is happening?
I got up early and exercised and showered so that I would look good for this interview. and I'm going to interview a couple more people. I even put my hoops on for you.
Yes.
But yeah, we're cooking. I've got my daughters home from college. My son's home from high school, not going to high school. And then my 7-year-old and they're on spring break. And I'm like, what exactly is spring break? Can you explain that to me? What is spring break? Haven't we been doing spring break for 3 weeks? What's happening?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, mine's are on spring break too. On Tuesday they start. So now they won't even have that to keep them busy.
Right. So what are you going to do? You're like,
no, they're already saying how bored they are. And I'm like, okay, well, let's play a board game.
Yeah.
Get the glove. We've been hitting and playing like wiffle ball back here.
Are you doing like dance classes? Are you doing any of those fun online dance classes?
I haven't done anything like that yet. You know, my big struggle is how to work out because we don't have a gym here at the house, which was a huge oversight now I realize. And so, you know, it's about like where I can go running, where it's not like really populated, or going to a private gym that's closed, that Alex, you know, had made when he was doing baseball that, you know, is not used. And, you know, just trying to find places to do my workout because it really keeps my mind right. You know, it really makes me calm and quells all of the kind of the thoughts that you're having. It just keeps you happy, and that's important right now, the fitness part of it.
I agree. It's important to get the kids moving too.
Yes.
I've been doing all these fun, all these amazing
maybe I should do. Have you done online classes?
I've been doing this one with a choreographer, Ryan Heffington. And
nice.
I know he's so fun. And he was actually, this is a fun fact, he was one of the dancers in the Bend and Snap on Legally Blonde. So now
oh my God, we watched Legally Blonde the other day. Literally like 4 days ago.
No, you
Oh my God, I forgot. I can't believe I didn't tell you. They loved it. Loved it. It was so much fun. You were so amazing in that. It's so great. And then my daughter's like, I want to know what happens to her. I said, there's a 2 and a 3, I believe.
Well, no, there's a 2, but I'm thinking we might be working on a 3.
You should. You should. That character was so amazing. It's so empowering and inspiring. Yeah, it's great for girls. Great for girls.
I know. We gotta put good messages.
I know you have other people you have to talk to.
Yes.
I should let you go, but I'm enjoying myself too much.
You guys, this is about Quibi and Jennifer. Thank you so much for taking the time to tell us about Thanks a Million. I'm going to watch every episode.
Yes, and Fierce Queens. Thanks a Million. You guys should check it out on Quibi. It's going to be a lot of fun.
All right.
I love